my world. I call it Okonji Christopher Television, and I'm happy to be connected with you at this hour and at this time. I don't know what part of the world you are connecting from right now. I just want to say you're welcome again, and I'm here to just, have some moment of time with you. I titled my topic today, or what I just want to have a chat. Permit me to use the word. Well, I'll be chatting today. Let's just, talk. Let's have a chat. I want to know how you take time out of your busy schedule to have fun. I'm just saying, how do you take time out of your busy schedule to catch some fun? Can we go out for a walk today? That's what I want to ask. I want to go out for a walk with you. If you are there, I am here, and I'll be happy if we can together have some moment of time. So I took a walk out of my busy schedule at the place of work. I decided to come out here to just, unwind, have some fun. And I find myself in the center, the heartbeat of Abuja. I'm in Jabi Lake. Jabi Lake, if you know it very well, you know what a lake is, a stagnant water that doesn't have, outlets to distribute to other rivers. A river is a runaway water that has an outlet, but a lake is accumulation of water that does not have an outlet. So we have a lake at the center of Abuja city. So I decided to, come out and take a walk. So if wherever you are right now, you want to take that walk with me, I'll be very happy. But I want to make sure that you are there. So if you are out there with me at this hour, we will talk. And also, like I said, if you went out today, if you went out today, I just know how was your outing today. Do you have some busy time at your place of work? Can we chat? Can we just talk? How was your day? I know the day is still going on. What was your experience? Each day we go out, God allow us to encounter some experience. Some experiences are good, and some are not good. They're not palatable. It's not something you can write home about. There's some things that come in a day you went out. You don't wish you went out that day. In your mind, you'll be thinking, why did I go out today? So nobody, for example, somebody goes out and you had an accident. In your mind, you'll be saying, I don't wish I go out today. I want you to see this vicinity. I'm in Jabi Lake, and I want you to see the things that are going on here. So you wish you never went out. And in your mind, you will say, oh, how did I go out today? Because the Bible says each time you want to go out, that's why when we wake up in the morning, we take time to pray, talk to God, to secure our day. Because each day that you come into is an entrustment. When I mean entrustment, it's a tax that God has given you. And when God gives us, we are preparing. It is said that no one that goes on a journey that will not count the cost. If God is sending you, He has already equipped you. Financially, morally, otherwise, security-wise, God will protect you. That's why each time we wake up from our beds, we seek the face of the Father. We talk to God because God is our creator. In Him we live and have our being and find expression to life. So you don't just go out of your bed and just walk like that. As if you own your life. Our life does not belong to us. We are here on a borrowed life. We are here on a life that is leased unto us. No one can boast that this life that I'm living is my own. No. So that's why you see at the end of the day, at the cost of your life, no one owns their life. So we shouldn't live as if this life is our own. No, it's not our own. It's an entrustment. God gave a tax, and the God that gave a tax will always require to know how we spend, each day that we go out. So that's why I'm calling you wherever part of the earth that you are right now. I call unto you let's go for a walk. I'm just coming from work, and I felt I should come here and relax and have some moment of time with whoever is going to be coming on air at this time. I've not been on live for some time now, about 3 days. Please, that should not be an excuse for my people not to connect. Please, I like us to connect. Anytime you don't see me online, I'm cut off somewhere. So please, if you catch me online again, please do try to connect, because everything is all about connecting. When we connect, we can have a talk. I'm going on a walk today. I call it let's go out, let's go out, let's go out and walk. Let's go outing. Let's go out for a walk. And I find myself here. If you are connecting with me right now, whatever part of the earth that you are connecting from, please can you let me know where you are connecting from. Let me just see you come on and let me know where you are connecting from. So like I was saying, well, each time we go out every day, something happens in our life, positively or negatively. And those positive or negative things that happen in our life has a way of affecting us, directly or indirectly. Let me use myself as an example. I was at work today around 11, after 11, and I did some live streaming. After some live streaming, I got a news. And the news that I got was not palatable. It shook me off my feet. And I was, how would I say, I was embarrassed. I was pissed off. But later on, I gathered myself up and I told myself, no temptation taking you, there is no common to man. But after you have gone through it, God will make a way. Which means in every trial we go through in life, God has a way of making a way of escape. So I don't know your own version. I don't know what you're out in it today. I don't know how you, what was your experience out there. So, but all I want to say is that we shouldn't hold to heart anything, that happens to us in our daily outing, because definitely we must encounter some experiences. These are all things that are part of life that builds us. They are building blocks. Imagine someone goes out and he had an accident and died. So the person will not live to give the experience of what happened to them. And that's what I'm trying to make us understand. They will not live to give the experience of what they have gone through, But for you that went through the experience and you are telling the story, you see, no one can tell the story of your life like you do. You see, it's only you that can tell the story of your life. You'll tell it better. If someone tell the story of your life, they will not say it exactly the way it happened. You understand what I mean? Line for line, words for words. Because you were in that picture, they were not in that picture. What they are working with is facts. You understand what I mean? Facts is a collection of knowledge. Facts is a collection of knowledge that you have of someone, of somebody, of somewhere. But truth. So, like I said, I was shattered. I was shattered. I was shot through my bones by the information that I had today. But I myself, just like David said, David said he encouraged himself in the Lord. What does that mean? David had an experience. He just came with his men, to after a walk, and came back to his base in Judah. I think in Judah, right? Yeah. And found that his whole family, wives, children, the whole kindred in the town has taken away by the enemy. And you know that kind of thing. It's a slap on your face. And what did David? David was shattered. I learned that David wept. Imagine everything that you have has been taken away. We've seen where people, fire gutted their property, fire gutted their house, and everybody was razed to dust. Everybody died. You see, that is I don't know what to call it. It's an experience that no one wants to go through. So these are the kind of thing. These are the kind of thing that David went through, and the Bible said that when David saw that scenario, he was shattered and broken. But I like one verse that encouraged me so much. The Bible said David encouraged himself in the Lord. You know what that means? Encouraging yourself in the Lord is that, I mean, you still have hope. In spite and despite what has happened, you know you cannot lose hope completely in life. No matter what has happened, you should encourage yourself in the Lord. I mean, you should have confidence in God that God cannot leave you. Remember, everything that happened in your life, no matter how it is, no matter if your world will turn upside down, you should still what? Hold on to the Lord. You know. Also, I was talking about Job, the man that's prominent in the East. He was the richest man in the East. He was blessed. He was blessed with children. He was blessed with a beautiful wife. He was blessed in all material resources. You understand what I mean? And there came a season of trial. The Bible says a season of trial in his life. Took permission from God and said, "Don't you see your servant Job? You know, he said, you know, it was God that was telling the devil, said, see my servant Job will not bow to anything." And the devil said, well, it's because you have blessed him and you have put an edge around him. An edge means is that him on all sides. So you see, God, once in a while, God protects us on all sides. So when situation comes to barrage us, does not mean, I mean, that we still have our confidence in him. So he will allow us to go through trials. Remember the Bible said in that James, the book of James, said God does not try any man. God is not a tempter. But God allows us or the devil to tempt us, to try us. I mean, to see what is we are made of. So it said that God just loved God. I mean, he served God diligently according to his knowledge. But this season of trial, the way the Bible says, a season of trial came in his life, that the man lost everything in one day. He lost his finances, lost his family, his beautiful daughters and children. I mean, all his wife was alone, we left. And there was boil all over him. I mean, all sorts of, crazy things happened to Job. I mean, it's enough thing for him to backslid and say, oh, where is God? Have you ever found yourself in that situation? You ask God so many questions, or you ask yourself, where is God in this situation I'm going through? Yeah, we are going through situations in life, and we ask so many questions. What has gone wrong? How did I get into this mess? Have you found yourself in a situation whereby, you begin to doubt in your mind, how did I get here? Have you been there? You can't help yourself. You can't come out of the situation. The situation is so toxic. It's so, devilish. It's so bad. I don't know what word to use. Then you begin to wonder in your mind, how did I get here? Have you been there? So many people have been, gone through situations in life, and they ask themselves, how did I get here? You know, so life is full of troubles. I like how one translation puts it. Say, count it on joy if you go through different troubles. Life is full of troubles. But troubles have not come to destroy us. Troubles have not come to put us down. Troubles, in short, have come to, bring out the best. How much of God that we have inside of us, you know. So that's what it is. I was just telling you my own experience when I was at work today, and this great news came. I don't want to say it, and I began to look at it. I said, how can you give somebody a query and there's no reason for the query? You see, you can't beat a child and tell the child not to cry. And at the same time, you are beating the child, not telling the child why you are beating him. There's a reason for every discipline. When you are disciplining a child, tell the child the reason why you are giving him that discipline, so that he will not make the same mistakes tomorrow. So, and I began to look at the query. You are giving me this kind of query, and you didn't tell me. You are giving me this kind of big sanction without telling me what has transpired. What have I done wrong? A child should be noted with the wrong he or she has done and be well corrected. It's because they have to learn from their mistakes. The Bible says a child that will not listen to command is a stupid child. A child that will not obey command is a stupid child. So when the child goes through a moment of he has done something wrong, you should correct him. If there's no correction, there's no way that child will learn. So if we don't become good custodians, we'll be losing a whole generation. I mean, you're not losing one child, you're losing a whole generation. Because one, that child will not, you not allow that child to learn, and the child will not be able to pass it to the next generation. The next generation will not be able to pass it to the next generation. So you are losing a whole generation. You see, because why? God sees, a whole generation in one person. The whole of humanity is hooked up in Adam. When God created man, God did not see. When God created Adam, God did not see one man. God did not see Adam. He saw humanity. In short, in fact, the second name of Adam is humanity. So that's the way God sees things. So when we do things, let's allow people to see the reason why we're doing what we're doing. Because they say there's no smoke without fire. When you lit a candle, no one lights a candle and put it under a bushel. When you light a candle, you put it where everybody can see, because light is life. Light is life. Light gives us hope. Light gives us direction. Light gives us illumination. Light gives us comportment. Light gives us hope. So light, we should be a beacon of hope. In everything we do, we should be a beacon of hope. People should look up to us as the light. We are the light that lights the next generation. So if you are joining me, please let me know. Just give me a thumb up. Let me know what part of the earth you are connecting from. At this moment, we are connecting. Busy schedule. That's what I did. Go out of your busy schedule. That's what I did. Go out of your comfort. Go where you are going to, interface with another part of the planet of the earth. I'm here to look at what is going on here. I'm still waiting for someone to come in. Because I'm waiting for, really waiting for you to connect at this hour. I wait for you to come in because you are the reason why I'm here. If you are not there, I'm here, then there's no connectivity. But if you are there and here, then there is a connectivity. There is a koinonia. It's all about koinonia. You know what I mean? I'm here to have a koinonia with you. So I want you to be there so that we can talk. I've told you, taking a walk out of your busy schedule, that's what I call it in my description. To go and look at what is happening in the other side of life. The other part of life is so beautiful. So if you are joining me at this hour, I want to say you are welcome, and I would like to share some moment of time with you. Let's have some time. I want you to see the waters at the Jab. I want you to see the waters for yourself. Look at the lake. This is the lake. The water that is not running. Look at. You see the water. You can see weeds in the water. So these are waterways. Some time ago I was here and I was trying to ask the people, how comes the weeds? And somebody told me it's the wind that blows it, from wherever. It will blow it, and they will just come. And these weeds are, are highly contagious. When I mean contagious, they block the waterways. This is a lake. So like I said, this is a lake, and you can saying, it's breeze that blows these weeds from wherever area. It's breeze that blows these weeds from wherever area, because I don't know, this place does not have an outlet. I don't know how the wind blows these weeds into the waterways, and they have a way of blocking the movement of people that are making use of the river. You can see some people are fishing out there, and you have weeds around. It has a way of making the whole place campy, and not enough space for people to express themselves. But you see, people to carry their boats here to come and do some fishing. You can see it. A lot of people are having fun there. But these weeds are a menace. They call them water hyacinths. They are a menace. I remember when I was a young boy, they talk about water weeds. Water hyacinth on our waters. They block water hyacinth on our waters. They block easy movement of people on the waters, and they kill us because fishes can die under the weeds, so they are dangerous. and they compete for space with people making use of the waterways. So these are one of the things we're experiencing. Look how the lake is. You can see it from a distance. So you see, life is like that. But what am I trying to say? Life is like that. In our life, there are water hyacinths. In our life, there are things that chokes us. Like you see, right now, I use these waterways to show you, give you an example. Our life is like that. Every life devoid of trouble cannot cannot bring out the best in that life. What am I trying to say? You see, despite and in spite the water hyacinth in this river, people still make use of it. It's still beneficial to the people that are making use of it. There are boats, they ride boats on it. People still do fishing there. People still come here and relax and see, the landscape of the waterways. And it's fun. That is how you can't close up this thing completely. But I was asking some time ago, there's something they can always do to get rid of the weeds so that it will not stop people from having a complete view of the beauty of this park. That is the same thing that happens to human life. In your life, you want to get to the top there. Your destiny is great. There are things that will choke you. They want to choke you to give up on the destiny. Like Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ came to the scene. We know how much he suffered. The Bible said he endured the cross, despised the shame, for the joy that was set ahead. A man that knew no sin, our sin was imputed upon him. That was what Jesus suffered. Because why? His destiny is greater. He came to split his blood for humanity, for you and I. He died for us that our sins may be forgiven. He was choked on all sides. He was tried on all sides, but never found one thing. So you see, when these trials come in your life, they are trying to come and choke you. Like what happened to Job? To see peradventure, there's one thing that you are coming short of. Because God does not want us to come short of the glory. There's a standard that God wants every human being to get to. So if you are saddled with a cause and a call in life, God expects you, to be all going. God expects you to come out the best. So these trials and troubles, like the Bible calls them, is to choke out everything that is not God in you. So that your faith, the Bible says, having gone through them, you come out matured. Faith will be stirred up in you. You will not be afraid of anything. God will strengthen you. So that's the whole essence why we go through troubles. The Bible, I like that translation because it says we go through troubles. I call it troubles, woes. Some things you go through, you don't know, why am I going through these troubles? Troubles have not come to kill you. Troubles have not come to choke you and kill you. So what you do is that you don't allow it get to you. They say you develop a thick skin. That's what they call it. You see, in my country, Nigeria, here, there's so much things happening. They say we are suffering and smiling. Maybe you are hearing that for the first time, you might not understand what I'm saying. We suffer and we smile because we know that tomorrow will be better. The suffering that we find ourselves, we didn't place it upon ourselves, but it so happened that we find ourselves in the condition that we find ourselves. Instead of killing ourselves, we try to make the best out of the situation that we find ourselves. That is what they call suffering and smiling. Peradventure, we will swim out. And I'm telling you, Nigerians are swimming out. Nigerians are swimming out. The condition we find ourselves is not sweet at all. It's nothing to write home about. But we are doing all that we can to swim out. Aren't you surprised that we have Nigerians all over the world? We are scattered all over the world with all that we do. But I'm telling you, this country has a destiny. There's somewhere that we are going to in God. I'm telling you, there's somewhere that Nigeria is going. Nigeria has a focal point in what God is about to do on the earth. I'm telling you that again for the second time for you to hear it. I am one man that is heralding a better Nigeria. I'm heralding a better Nigeria of my dream, which God is the founder, maker, and founder, maker, and builder. God is the maker and the founder of that new Nigeria of my dream. It can only be God. I believe with every ounce of blood that flows in me, despite the situation that we go through on the surface of the earth. Oh, shaka. So whatever situation you go through, whatever situation you go through in life, want you to quit. It is said that it's only failures that quit. Winners never quit. No matter what situation of life you are going through, let the earth beat you black and blue. Just know that don't give up. God does not want us to give up. He say, any soul that give up, my soul will not have pleasure. That's Psalm 38, no, Psalm 10, verse 39 or so. He say, my soul will not have pleasure in any soul that gives up. So God does not say, my soul will not have pleasure in any soul that gives up. So God does not want us to get any point that we give up in life. You are not called and you are not born to give up in life. Because why? You must keep holding on. He says, he that endureth to the end shall be saved. So God wants you to hold on to the end. It is only he that holds on to the end that is saved. Salvation is given to those that wait. So God does not love quitters. I've done so many videos here. I try to make you understand that if you have tried before and you fail, does not make you a failure. If you fail in a certain situation in life, does not automatically label you a failure. God has not created failures. God created success in us. Remember in Jeremiah 9:11, he said, my thought towards is not of evil, but of good, to give an expected end. So God expected end is success, good success. So God designed us for success, not for failure. But if you fail along the line, does not mean, you are a failure. No, failure is not a tag. Failure is not a title. But failure is a process to get to success. If you have failed many times, it's telling you that you are going through a process. I've seen so many great people in life that are not so good academically, but they are doing well in their chosen field of perfection. There are so many, so many people like that. I can give you an example like somebody like great legend like Fela. Alant in his days, he was not doing well academically. But you see, he came out as a legend. So I've seen people like that. They know their field. So 99 times. But it told them that I did not fail 99 times. I just only don't discovered 99 times of making the bulb. So that is it. That doesn't make me a failure. So when you fail, does not make you a failure. But 99 times he was going through a process of making the bulb. So you have not failed. No one is called a failure. Don't allow the devil to label you a failure. You have not failed, but you're just going through a process. So life, it can be beautiful. Depends on what you make out of it. Life can be so beautiful and also challenging. So the challenging time of our life, you see, our weakest point, the Bible says, is God's strongest point. But what God wants us to do is that each time we come to a weak end, we must admit that we need help. So that's one of the places that people shy away from. You see, don't quit trying. Don't quit trying. Winners never quit. That's what they said. Only losers that quit. Winners never quit. So you can't quit. Like for some time, I've not been on live stream, and now I'm losing the people. Each time you don't go on live stream consistently, you lose the people. I'm finding it difficult to get the people right now online. I'm online and nobody's watching for now. It could be discouraging, but I'm not discouraged. But I have to keep trying until I get the people. I'm having challenge in Animal Restream and other Restream to make my watch hour. I beg God to help me, let the people come online so that I can make up my watch hour. It's not easy. It's a difficult task and a difficult challenge to go through. But in all that, we don't give up. We don't flinch at the call of difficulty in our lives. We keep trying till we make it. And at long last, by the special grace of God, we know we will overcome. Life is not a joke. Life is about challenges. Life is going through different aspects of life. And by the grace of God, we come out of it. So you can see people having some field time trying to fish, even in the mix of the water hyacinth that is blocking the waters. People are still trying to, do some fishing. Life goes on, and the waters are threatened right now by the water hyacinth. But people still take advantage to, you know, to navigate their way through the waterways. You can see what it is. That is what life is all about. Even in the midst of the difficulty, you are still, moving on. You don't quit at the threat of, you know, of difficult times. It is said that tough times don't last, but only tough people last. You can see what that word says. Oh, it's funny, right? Tough times don't last, but tough people do last. That will tell you that there will always be tough times. But just know, put it at the back of your mind, those tough times will not outlive you. I mean, you will outlive the tough time and you become a success. That is all it's saying. So let's put our minds in that, and I'm telling you, we will be successful in every area of our life. I'm still waiting. I don't know how your day. How did you spend your day? Can you come out and tell me how was the day? How was work today? And what was your experience out there? In short, today is 7th of August. The month we started just yesterday is already going, and the year is dragging fast. Everything is going fast, fast, and you know, will never be seen again. Today that you see the 7th day of August, you cannot get 7th of August again. It is entrusted into us once, and after that time, we will give an account. So whatever time God has given to you, you should make use of every time, every hour, every day, every year, because you will give an account of how you use it. See, life is so beautiful when you can make something beautiful out of it. When you can make beauty out of it. So it's so exciting, the way you use life. So people are going, people are having their fun, and they are going on. Things are moving on in life. So I don't know. Life is what you make out of it, like you said. So if you don't anticipate anything good in life, goodness will not come to you, and life will be boring. Life is boring without a vision. What is vision? Vision is the definition of purpose. Purpose is the reason why we are created. So every man is born with a vision. You are born and you are going somewhere to find expression. But, but a man that's given a vision must identify that vision and run with it. So when you run with it, there's a God that has given that vision. Will guide you along the line so that you don't fall on the way paths. But one thing we want to stress here is that there's a man called the devil that does not want your vision to be bettered. So what happened? He keep putting obstacles. So that's why you see at times some people. You see, one life is that you work and you can't see the fruiting of your labor. It's disheartening. It breaks the whole totality of the man, because you can't see the fruiting. So life becomes boring as you can think of. So I want you to look at that. When next I'm coming again on live streaming, we'll talk much more about it. For now, I'm going to take a leave. See you on the other side. Body comes.